Welcome to the studio, where colors come alive, where miniature worlds and ancient tales thrive. Brush in hand, we paint what's been untold, legends of the past in hues so bold. In the depths of lore, we shape the unknown, angels and demons, old gods overthrown. We bring matter beige, our heroes shine bright, and miniature mythos, where dreams take flight. Exploring hidden lore, where tales ignite, painted models shining bright. Every color shared, every story sworn, and miniature mythos where legends are born. Every figure crafted, from orcs to vampires bite. We blend the lore, let stories take flight. We wash in the weird, the wondrous, the wild. In every painted stroke, where magic's compiled. Through realms unknown and mystical sights, our brush blends legends with epic fights. From shadowed myths to stars we trace, and miniature mythos we find our place. Exploring hidden lore where tales ignite, painted models shining bright. Every color shared, every story sworn, and miniature mythos where legends are born. From candles flicker to the screen's bright hue, we glaze through the fantastical view. Every layer of paint, every tale we weave, and miniature mythos wonders never leave. Join the quest through realms of light and shade. In the world we craft, where dreams are laid. With lore and brushwork, our palette expands, and miniature mythos where imagination stands. Exploring hidden lore where tales ignite, painted models shining bright. Every color shared, every story sworn, and miniature mythos where legends are born. So crack your brush, let the legends unfold, and miniature mythos where magic's bold. We bring out a page and the worlds we frame. We paint the adventure where fantasies aflame. The legends are born.
Good evening. Hello everyone, welcome back to Miniature Mythos. And I am your host, Christoph. I hope everyone's doing well on this Tuesday evening. I hope all my sound imaging is all pretty well, because I have been looking at the troubles that I had last time, and so I had to reset a couple things. Normally everything should work, but you never know, because Twitch and streaming are fickle mistresses, and the moment you do something wrong, everything just immediately turns to dust in your hands. But good evening, I hope everyone's doing well. I've got a couple things to talk about tonight, actually. And of course also a couple things to do. So first of all, teleport, hello, I see you waving there. I don't know if you're still there, but if you're not, then you're on your way home like last time, and you're probably going to end up in the stream anyway. And Custard Sire, hello, how are you doing? I know about the link, I am sorry. I will talk about it, but then we'll just see what's up later. Anyway, what I want to talk about, first of all, is last stream, it's 1.5 weeks ago already, I did some painting of my Tomb King's army for Warhammer The Old World. I did that because Saturday following that Thursday, I was going to be playing my match against a friend's High Elf army. So I took my Tomb Kings to the army, or to the game, and I lost. It was a really fun game. I had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We had a good couple of laughs. It's always fun when you have like a game of chance, basically, with a number generator that is going your way one moment and then just totally, you know, giving you the finger the next. So it creates for some very tense and really fun moments. And we definitely had some. So my Tomb Kings lost. So like I said, I didn't come out the winner, but it was very close for a long time. At a certain point, it wasn't. So, hey, Control Nav Delete, welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. 19 months, holy hell. That's a long ass time already. How are you doing? I was just talking about my I want to say crushing defeat, but it wasn't a crushing defeat. It was just a defeat by the High Elves last time I played against them. The Walloons won. Truly dark times ahead. No, it weren't Walloons. So it was another Flemish friend. So yeah. I slept 3 hours last night, but besides that, pretty good. Did you sleep 3 hours because you're sick? Because you're not feeling well? Is it because of the heat? Is it because other stressful things? If you don't want to share it, if it's personal, don't worry. I'm not gonna ask, but if you wanna share, you can. It wasn't the Walloons. The High Elves won, and yeah, because I'm me. That is... I find that answer vague and unconvincing, but I shan't press. Yeah, in the fight, a couple of things about my army actually became quite apparent, where my strengths and my weaknesses lie. Well, not mine, per se, but those of my army. And yeah, it became quite clear. Like I said, it went head to head quite evenly for a long time. I think we did like 3 or 4 rounds where everything was basically, you know, measured out equal in strengths, and then suddenly his general became involved, and yeah, that's not great. So I heard Bloons, like the Flash game. Bloons. Damn, no, it's not Bloons, it's Warhammer the Old World. Shit, what? Bloons? It's also not Walloons. What? So, yeah, my undead are, first of all, the strengths of my undead is they are undead. Big shocker. Instead of Walloons, I misheard. Yes, it could also just be me, not... You know, Amigo tried to remove my brain, but otherwise it was a peaceful night. That is... I mean, we can all just be so lucky that it's just Amigo trying to remove your brain. I mean, if it's trying, then they didn't succeed. Otherwise, they just removed your brain. Also, it's never explicitly stated that the Amigo removing your brain is a very painful procedure. It's just something they do, and I don't know, I don't even think that people realize they're a brain in a jar at a certain point. I mean, we could all be brains, we are basically brains in a jar, so also, now I'm thinking, why did they do the brain gathering? I don't even know. I know the Whisper in Darkness is about that, where they're talking about a dude who's sitting in the dark and he's basically a brain in a jar. Whatever. But yeah, they are undead, which means that they don't give ground. Now, I'm gonna give some basics about the Warhammer Old World wargame. Basically, when 2 units of warriors, whatever, they attack each other, you get combat. Duh. And basically, they fight, you suffer damage, ideally on both sides, and basically the side that suffers the most damage will have to check if their morale keeps up. So, if you suffer a huge amount of casualties, a huge amount of damage, most of the time your troops will risk panicking, and sometimes they just might run. Does it involve dice throwing? It of course involves dice throw. The thing is, when you have undead troops, they don't panic. They are animated by the will of a necromancer, or in my case, a tomb priest, of a mortuary priest, and they don't feel fear, they don't panic. They also can't run, they just keep walking, you know. But they will always stand their ground, just because they're undead and they don't fear, you know, dying, because they're already dead. So that is something that the undead do really well, is even if they take a beating, they will just stand there. And they're not getting pushed back, while if they have a particularly successful round of combat, they will push the other ones back, which makes them ideal for objective captures. Of course, we didn't play an objective capture in game. Doesn't matter. The next thing that undead do really well is not die. The thing is that all of the undead get an extra saving throw, which is basically a regeneration saving throw. So, again, a bit of background. You roll to see if an attack hits, you roll to see if that attack wounds, and then you see if the one getting attacked makes an armor save to see if their armor actually catches the damage that would have been done. You also have other kinds of saves, but the undead have an extra save, which is a regeneration save. Basically, as soon as the damage is done, you have a chance that it heals, and it mitigates that point of damage. So I can't count the amount of times that my opponent did damage to my troops. For example, like 4 damage points came true. I rolled, and I for some fucking reason I rolled like 3 6s, which means that 3 points of those 4 damages were instantly regenerated, and I only took 1 damage instead of 4. Something that they do really well. In addition, I see that Hippocratic Oath, erased a message, something about his cat. I was still getting there. So I'm sorry if you feel like you had to remove that message. Or did I lose connection with? The cat banner should have assured victory. I know, right? I know. The cat banner did actually do something. I will get to that. But yeah. Also, my general and my priest both have the Arise special rule. So basically, when it's the command phase, which means that all leadership characters can do something, they can basically exert their will over the dead, like the dead, and say, get the fuck up, you still have to fight for me. And I can make a roll to see if they can actually call back troops that have been destroyed earlier in the fight. Which was sometimes great to see, how my opponent killed like 4 skeletons, only to have 4 skeletons just simply stand back up in the next command phase. And he was like, okay, well, what I just did was totally useless. And I'm like, yeah, that is absolutely true. What you did was absolutely useless. So those are some really great things for the undead. What are the undead really bad at? Fighting. Well, he tried killing undead. Yes, I know. It's kind of... But what are undead really bad at? Fighting. The dead are basically just that. They are reanimated corpses of normal people. Most of the time, even. And they are guided by... the will of, like I said, a general or a priest. That general and priest can only give them like basic commands like march, move, attack. Any skill that they had in life is mostly lost. So they are really basic fighting troops. They're not really skilled at fighting. And that is shown in a very low weapon skill and a very low ballistic skill. Again, short explanation. A weapon skill is to see how well versed you are in melee attacks. Ballistic skill is to show how well versed you are in ranged attacks. Can you recall your opponent's dead to fight for you? No, which is a damn shame, because the moment that they implement something like, okay, that troop that I just killed, I'm going to resurrect them on my side, then the undead factions are just way too powerful. I do believe that would be a balancing issue. The moment they can do that, it's like game over for everyone else. Because not only can you just replenish your own troops, like every kill you make, like I know that is what like undead scourges are, especially in fantasy worlds, are known for, is like, hey, the moment that we start fighting these things, we're actively helping them. Because every undead that we kill, they'll just resurrect. And every one that they kill from our side, they also resurrect. So there's literally no winning. Every casualty gets brought back. So yeah. But yeah, which means that most of the time, you roll your weapon skill versus the opponent's weapon skill. Elves live very long. I fought against elves. Elves are really... no, thank you. I don't need streamers. Yes. Shut up. Bye. Yeah, bye. I don't need... I can't remove it here, which is weird. Can I? Wait, delete message? Yes, there we go. Like, elves are elite troops. They have a very high weapon skill. And, which means that they're very well versed in melee combat. My dead are just standing there poking with their swords and their kopeshes and their spears. And most of the time that, you know, translated into me having a couple of lines of undead, throwing a lot of dice, but, you know, barely hitting anything. Then we came to the wounding part. The wounding part was a bit more successful, and then they did an armor save because most of his elves wore armor. So my issue most of the time was actually hitting the fuckers. They couldn't hit for shit. And that was normal elves. Like, it was a war of attrition. It was just because I could bring back my undead and they could just keep saving and stand on the field, that after a while, okay, I took down one elf. The next round, I took down another elf. And then I took down another elf. While he was like four skeletons down, 5 skeletons down, and I was just bringing them back because, oh shit, he's going through my skellies way quicker than I thought he would be. It's like they're made of papier-mâché or something. And yeah, after a while, I was able to whittle him down. Until his general came into the melee. And the moment that his general came into melee, the weapon skill difference between his general and my troops was so large that I couldn't hit anything anymore. nothing. Like, it's crazy. Like, nothing hit. I had 20 skeletons. I had some of my chariot troops just standing there, all stabbing at this one elf general, and nothing happened. Like, I rolled at some point like 10 dice, and every 6 hit. Okay, I got 2 hits in. Okay, 2 hits. Let's see if they wound. Okay, I have 2 dice, and I have to roll a 4 or higher. Roll it again. Okay, none of them wound. Like, that was always the case. Like, I had, like, these troops that... Okay, there were a lot of them in comparison. Like, okay, that one general could only attack 3 times in one combat. But my troops could attack, like, 10 or 11 times. And I rolled, but they all had to roll a 6 to hit. And then, like I said, you have the 2 hits. And then you have the 2 wound, and then you have the armor save, and then you have a ward save or regeneration. So there is like, you're constantly filtering until you have the final result. So you could say like, oh yeah, I have 20 dice I have to roll, and in the end you just have 1 wound that goes through. It's a basic game of chance. Like, how many... What are the odds that a die goes from one set to the next? And yeah, in the end it turned out not a lot of my dice, not a lot of my dice actually went from one round to the next, and I got my ass kicked. So in the end it was that one general who killed most of my troops single-handedly, because I just couldn't regenerate them quick enough at the speed that she was mowing them down. And yeah, that was really, really frustrating, because up until that point, I felt that the strengths of my undead outweighed their weaknesses. But the moment that, you know, that general was there, like, she didn't have any weaknesses anymore. She was like, okay, so how do I kill this thing? Like, there was 0 chance to kill it. So in the end, I had to forfeit the game, because we weren't going anywhere. It was grinding to a halt. It was basically just a slaughter. His general, she was just killing everything left and right. And in the end, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna throw troops again, and they'll die, and I lose. Okay. But it was fun. We had some really cool moments in there, and I am really looking forward to playing more. The thing is that I am changing up my tactics. Like I said, the undead are mostly skeletons reanimated back to life. Well, that is actually one part of the Tomb King's army. The Tomb Kings, maybe you've heard of them, maybe you haven't, but they are loosely based on real-world Egypt and mummies. And if you think of Egypt, you think, of course, of mummies, yes, but you might also think of like giant scorpions. You might also, well, not giant in real life, but you might also think of scorpions, of jackal-headed gods. You might think of the Sphinx. The thing is, in Warhammer Fantasy, or in the old world, these are also constructs or possessed constructs that are animated, and they can be part of your army. You have rules for either a mixed army, or you have rules for a, let's say, skeleton army, a traditional skeleton bowman, skeleton chariots, skeleton spearmen, heroes most of the time. And then you have rules specifically for the construct part of the army, basically led by a necrotect. Fancy word, a necrotect, which is a special kind of priest that imbues all manner of rituals into statues, constructs, and the like to fight for them. Think most of the time if you think about the early 2000s movie The Mummy, most of what you see there, I'd say, is like the construct thing. I will elaborate in a bit. But I actually went home, I looked up what I have to make for a list with constructs in it, and then I just started printed them. And I now actually have, like, for example, this giant scorpion. Well, it's a tiny scorpion for you guys, but, like, it is a big scorpion. I also have giant snake riders. So yeah. I have a sort of vultures. Sits on an obelisk, so it's kind of perched there. So yeah, those are... I also have like basically just a scorpion and scarab swarm. These are basically like just swarms of insects, desert insects. Like I said, like in the movie The Mummy, where you have like a tidal wave of scarab beetles that'll just eat you alive. Basically that. So those are less conventional troops, and because they're less conventional, I do think that they might have an edge against the elves if I ever have to fight them again. So I am actually really curious to see how they turn out. I will be going back to those troops in a bit, later in the stream even, because I just want to, you know, see what's up. I have other things to talk about. Swarm is basically drone warfare, that sounds better. I will call them drone warfare. I am going to probably harass him a lot with those things. The thing is, you have something called like scouts or reserve troops or whatever, which means that because they have scouted out the battlefield, they could have taken up positions somewhere before the whole thing. They have a lay of the land. Most of these troops work that way. The snakes, the swarms, the scorpion. Basically, what does that mean? At the beginning of a battle, you put your armies in a certain position, each on your end of the table. You take turns putting one unit down, then the other one puts a unit down, then you take a unit down, until you have no more units. You wait with putting your reserve units on the field until the game starts. Why? Because in my case, my armies are buried in the sand. If we're playing in sand. I can, at any point in the game, during my command phase, say, and now my scorpion emerges from over there. And my giant snakes emerge from over there. And my scarab swarms are over there. And I can basically surround my enemy, you know, at the beginning of combat, which is a really cool thing to do. Also, both the snake riders and the scorpion have the special rule that when they emerge, they can actually, before they do that, they can just like make a, I think it's the terror from below, which is extra attacks before they spawn in. Basically, as his troops are walking over the sand, my troops can just like a giant scorpion claw, snap a model up, drag it down, and then emerge, making a preemptive strike before they actually are in combat. They can do that once when they emerge, but I think that if I time it right and I have some luck with the dice, it could really mess up his day. Like, oh shit, not only am I surrounded, but I've immediately lost a couple of models. Why is it important? Because they're not talking about wounds. One model, one unit, one character can have multiple wounds. They're talking about a model, which means doesn't matter how much wounds it has, if my attack succeeds against the model, I can remove the model from play. That's an assassination technique. If I'm able to do that on his general or some very high point units, I can really turn the tide with that. Of course, that's all speculative. I don't know if it's actually gonna work, but I'm really excited to try a tactic like that out, because that sounds like guerrilla tactics. And, okay, the Tomb Kings might not have gorillas, but they have a lot of other cool animals. Hey Araxi, sorry I haven't reacted yet because I was so hyped about talking about my Tomb Kings. How are you doing? You're gonna lurk, that's okay. Glad you're here, and enjoy Valheim. I have the feeling that you are currently in a Valheim craze and you're really going through it, so enjoy it. I hope you have fun. The Shai-Hulud attack. God damn it, now I have to look that up because I'm too dumb. Oh, yeah, it's just a sandworm. God damn it. It's the Dune sandworm. Yeah, basically, it's like the Dune sandworm. There you go. So yeah, later in the stream, if I feel like it, if I have the energy for it, I will actually start basing the bases for these new minis, and we'll see how far we'll get with that. But first of all, next I want to talk about something rather exciting, I'd say. We found new places, so it's exciting. I love Valheim, where you find like a new biome and you're like, ooh, there's more stuff to explore. Maybe we can build a base here, maybe we can change stuff over there, maybe we can, like, oh, all these new recipes that we can make, and it's just amazing. Like, I love it. Valheim is really satisfying in the way that the moment that you make some progress, it feels really good when you make progress. And there's like a real sense of exploration in that game. So enjoy. Yeah, exciting. I have been in the hobby for years now. Like the hobby, miniature painting, basically doing stuff with my hands. And I have some really cool stuff. I need supplies, like everyone. I need cutters, I need paint, I need lights, I need basing material, I need glue, stuff like that. And I have been all over the place looking for stuff like that. And like a year or two ago, I started seeing products by Green Stuff World, and I bought my wet palette. So from the get-go, when I even started streaming, I have used this wet palette. It's made by, you can't see it, but trust me, it says Green Stuff World here. And yeah, I just started noticing like, oh, this is also made by Green Stuff World. Oh, okay, I've got a paint shaker, which is also from Green Stuff World. And after a while, I noticed that they were like getting bigger and more, you know, present. And I actually went to their site, bought another couple of products, and I noticed that they had an affiliate program. And I am pleased to announce that I have an affiliate link with Green Stuff World, which basically means that if you ever need hobby material, if you ever need anything, basically glue, paint, bases, light, foam, whatever you want, you can probably get that at Green Stuff World. You can order it, and if you use my link to order it, not only do you get like a bit of a discount, but every order that you place also gives me a bit of a commission, and you would help support me. So that is really fun. I'm gonna show you a bit of stuff that I've recently bought. So in a bit, we're going to do the basing of the bases again. And I have bought like these desert basing kits. So basically that is everything you need to dress up and make some really cool bases for your miniatures. What's in this? Like tufts of grass, like there is pigments, there's sand, there's like little pieces of bark and rock, there's glue, there is sand texture, there's even like little models of snakes, cacti, and all other things. So we're gonna be using this in a bit. What I also recently bought are bases, just basically bases for putting my army on, and movement trays. Like, you might have seen that when I was painting the army, but having all these models next to one another, you can't quite move them easily in one go. So that's why you need movement trays. You just put all your bases on top of it and you can actually move them in one go, which is really easy. So, yeah, this is my wet palette. So, like my paint shaker is from Green Stuff World. I was really surprised to see how much I already owned of Green Stuff World. And today I got another thing in the mail, which is my hobby arch lamp. You might have noticed that before, that I was using a ring light at my painting station to actually illuminate it. Well, this is an arch light, and this will actually make my life a lot easier, I hope. So it's also Green Stuff World. If there's any of these things that you are interested in, let me know, because I have to provide you with a link for each and every product by itself. So if you ever go to Green Stuff World, I don't know, Custard Sire, can you like give the link of Green Stuff World, just like the main page link in the chat, please? If you can. If you're not here, that's okay. But if you ever find something there, just let me know in a private message, be it on YouTube, be it in mail, be it on Twitch. Wherever you can find me, just send me a mail and I'll provide you like an affiliate link for that, so you can actually check it out. Thank you, Custard Sire. We're going to put together this arch lamp here at the moment. Hope it lights up your life. It might not light up my life, but it will definitely light up my working space. So we're definitely going to be doing that. Also, I'm first going to snooze this ad. I really have to figure out ads. Like, I'm gonna ask Araxi or Shifty what they did with their ads, because I know that they did some settings to prevent ads from popping up too often or at inopportune times. I'm going to be putting this together. And before we're going to be putting this together, I'm going to head over to the final... What ads? Yeah, if you don't like ads, you just have to subscribe. That's true. I'm going to talk about an idea that I got from Custard Sire. So, Custard Sire often comes into my workroom, in my study, in my desk area, in my office, and she notices that I have a lot of unfinished products. Unfinished projects. most of you know that well, if you have been around the channel for long enough time, you know that I often start stuff, but not necessarily finish them. So over the almost 3 years or 3 years that I've been streaming, I have a cupboard full of work in progress. Some things I finish on stream, and that's fine. Like, I'm really happy with that, and I'm never hearing about them ever again. But I still have, like, a lot of work in progresses. I don't even start anything. Yes. Ooh, ads manager auto. Ad length manual 3 minutes, every 6 minutes disable pre-rolls. Okay, I will check that out after the stream. Thank you. I know the stream isn't like the best place to actually ask that, but thank you, I appreciate it. I'll leave you a message. Thanks, Araxi, you're the best. So she said like, hey, how about you just make a way to like randomly decide what work in progress you're actually going to finish on stream. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds okay. And she gave me an idea based on, I think, someone on Instagram or TikTok or Reddit, I don't know. And basically they made the Wheel of Whip. And we have made our own version of it, and it's called the Wheel of Whip-Pain. Basically, I'm here. Hello! It's a bit big. A knitter on YouTube Shorts. Have to move out of the way. My wheel is so big. Hello. So, yes, Wheel of Whip. We will spin this wheel every time we finish something, or, you know, now. And depending what it lands on, we will actually, you know, do that the next stream. So, without further ado, let's see what we'll be doing next stream. You can see there is like a Vampire Queen, Tomb Kings, of course, Samurai, those were the undead, a Plague Doctor bust, Marcel from Delicious in Dungeon, the Ginyu Force, the monsters from Call of Cthulhu, the adventurers from Elden Ring, the monsters from Elden Ring. I've got a Witcher diorama, a Dead Space diorama, and we're already... This wheel isn't... like... exclusive. Like, this isn't the only junk that I still have left in the whip closet. So, do bear in mind that it's still, like, the moment that something is finished and it gets removed from the wheel, there will definitely be, like, new additions. Also, things like the monsters from Call of Cthulhu or Elden Ring, those are just, like, too many to actually finish in one stream. So I will probably do, like, one stream with a couple of them, then re-roll and just see. They will stay on the wheel for basically eternity. Or until, like, everything's painted in a way. So, let's see. Ooh. I hope you guys can hear that. Because I can't. It's the Dead Space diorama. Okay, so, and Dead Space, yes. So let me just close this up. Let's put the wheel away. So yeah, a whole while ago, I actually printed a Dead Space diorama, and I started painting Isaac. Actually, I can actually already get it out of the closet. Just give me a second. So, indeed, Hippocratic Oath, the Conan GIF and his MMORPG has to be put on the list as well. So I have this Dead Space diorama. So it's Isaac with a necromorph in the vents underneath the deck of the Ishimura. So, as you can see, I've already painted a lot of Isaac's armor, but the rest of it still white, still just like basic. You're pretty basic, so Isaac is, you know, not exactly done, but I really like where he's already at. So I used some non-metallic metal, but as you can see, his plasma cutter isn't painted yet, and nothing of the base is painted either. So that is something that we will be tackling next stream, and we'll see how far we go. It could very well be that I say, hey, I'm gonna keep at this one until it's finished, so the next 2, maybe 3 streams will be spent with Isaac and the diorama, and then afterwards we'll move on to another Wheel of Pain contestant. So yeah. Bust a deal, spin the wheel. Ah, Isaac fell. It's okay, he lives. That's weird, Hippocratic. Bust a deal, spin a wheel? Didn't show up on that one. It also didn't show up on the chat there. That's really weird. It's only in YouTube chat that you can see it. Weird. Anyway, with that being said, with that addition to the stream, I've already streamed for like an hour, but we'll actually get into, you know, building this Archlight. If you're interested in this, let me know and I'll give you like an affiliate link for that. So I don't know if I can actually make that under the camera, which, you know, kind of obvious since it's supposed to go over the whole thing. So I will just do it here. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any remarks about anything I just said or anything else, let me know, and I'll try to answer as much as possible. And in the meantime, I'll try to put this together. Like, this is really decent material. Like, I was thinking, oh no, it's like in a small box, so it's going to be something that will like is flexible. No, it's hard plastic, so it's actually pretty decent material. So I just have to take a look at how it's made. It says A on A. It only has A, so I assume that I just have to, you know, put this into like a white arch. This is super satisfying. Easy. I'm really excited about this, by the way. It's like, it will reduce the clutter on my desk. Like, I don't know how much that actually, you know, is noticeable when I'm streaming, but my desk is really cluttered all of the time. Much to my own frustration. There we go. Adapter. I got a foot. So now I have to place the LED strips. You can't see my mess. Wonderful. I love it that you can't see my mess. I also noticed that like I see the same thing with you and Shifty or Axie. Like the moment that you did the painting and you did painting, you also did something else. And Shifty does the clay now. Like, you normally have like one, maybe two, like viewpoints for the stream. And then suddenly, when they give you another perspective, it gives you like, oh my god, that room looks totally different than I thought it would. Hey, Akas, welcome in. How are you doing? It's been a while. How have you been? I've got painting stuff. I got the LEDs. I've got like a dimmer. It's pretty cool. You're fine. Nice. What have you been up to lately? Experienced some really cool stuff? Or not? Oh, okay. Does this work with glue? Glue. You did do something cool lately. Oh, tell me about it. While I'm, messing around with this thing. Not even sure I should be messing around with this thing. I think this is like a glue strip that I have to peel off, and not even sure if that's the case. So maybe I should just wait for a second. Oh no, I just have to clamp it down. With these little clamps that I have. You got a job at a summer festival. That is really cool. What kind of summer festival are we talking about? Like a veritable Woodstock? Collecting trash. Nice. You might think that I'm mocking you, but I'm definitely not, because I had a summer job for years collecting trash in a amusement park. So I know what you're going through. I know what you're going through. I have all the utmost respect for the job. And yeah, like, sounds dumb, but it's one of the most important jobs in the entire world. It's just making sure that everything's clean, all the trash is collected, everything looks good. Don't let them tell you otherwise. And how are you finding the job? Are you like having fun with it? I hope you are. That's where you find you. Jesus. Control Mav delete. Be nice to yourself. Wait, am I actually doing this right? I don't even know. I'm just messing about. Oh, I thought I had another one of these little clamps. You don't know, to be honest. Oh, okay. Well, do you go home in the evening with a good feeling, like, that was hard work, but I at least had fun? Do you know DJ Utsi? Well, I know Utsi, but I'm pretty sure that the Utsi I know wasn't a DJ. But tell me about him. Is DJ Utsi someone you know? Or someone you saw perform? I know I'm asking a lot of questions. And perhaps not leaving too much room for answers, but... I need answers. Who was the man who made Sweet Caroline? Oh, Jesus. Sweet Caroline. That one? That's really cool. You saw him on that festival then? Ah. What am I doing? I've got an arch lamp. Basically an arch that lights up, or that I can light up, and I can put that over my work desk or my work area, so it actually gives me an arch of light, so I can actually see more butts. And I'm, demolishing my entire thing. I will demonstrate it in a bit to show how it looks. But first I have to put it together. You can see my exertion face. That's what I look like when I'm trying. Then I ask the question, is it in? Yes, it's in. I feel there was, yes, there was another one of these clams here. I feel like they should snap here, and they not always snap completely. In 11 days, it's your 18th birthday. Oh, Akas, well, let me be... Well, I hope I'm the first, but let me be one of the first to actually wish you a congratulations and a happy birthday, and good job on surviving for 18 years on this planet. Because this planet... It's a cruel place. It's a cruel place, and they say it gets colder. Oh, shit, I did something. Okay. Do you have big plans for your 18th birthday? If they're secret, you don't have to mention them, but... I am curious. Wait. Why does it... It's not flat on the ground for some reason. Okay. You do have plans. Ooh. Share it with the group. You're planning to visit a party? Are you planning on throwing a party? Are you going to travel the world? I am, you know, gluing like little cushions at the bottom of these things. Man, 18. So long ago that I was 18. Thinking about life back when I was 18. Life was... I'm not gonna say simple. Like, wasn't simple. It was just different. Okay, so... I'm gonna have to do something with this. I'm pretty sure. Also, this puzzle apparently has 23 pieces. A big birthday. Big birthday sounds great. Perfect way to celebrate this milestone in your life. Okay, so as you can see, the arch is now complete. I will, put them on the desk and actually see if, well, first I'm gonna turn it on here to see if it actually works. So I'm gonna twirl it about. Ow, I hit myself in the face. GG. Put this thing in between. So, just so you all notice, the moment that I plug this thing in and the stream stops, I might have blown a fuse. Back in a second. Oh, there we go. You can actually see the arch is lighting. And this actually gives me a lot of space to move under to actually paint this. Plus there's like this dimmer. I can, you know, close it down. I can make it brighter. This will work fine. It works, yeah. So it's actually really cool. If you guys are interested in something like this. How does this get you to warp speed? I don't know, but it does. Like, it looks like it does, yeah. It's like, you can't really see it, but like, it's really cool. Like, again, if you are interested in something like this, if you are in the hobby, if you are looking for supplies and you have like a dedicated workspace where you could use something like this to actually work under, to have omnidirectional light, let me know. I can give you a link so you can get like a bit of a discount and you help support the channel. So, right now I am going to move this to my workspace and we'll actually continue over there with the other things. I'm not gonna put it on a break. I'm just going to, you know, I can, there is a dimmer on it. Like, I don't know if you can actually see it, but like, I am slowly dimming it now. I can brighten it up again. So I'm gonna turn it off. I'm going to take it out of the socket over there. I'm going to put it in the socket over there. So you will actually, you know, you start your second year of college in 2 days. 2 days. It's still like summer. It's the middle of summer. Okay. Also, second year of college and you're only turning 18. Like, normally you become 18 either in your last year of secondary school or in your first year of college, right? So does that mean that you... They skipped a birthday. Okay, yeah, no, fine. It works differently in the Faroe Islands. Okay. Birthdays work differently? Yes, that's exactly what he said. Also going to be putting the fan back on because I don't know what the weather's like over in the Faroe Islands, but at the moment it's 34 degrees centigrade and no, not centigrade, Celsius, and it's horrible. Don't want to make it too graphic, but I'm sweating my balls off. Okay, so, college works different, not years. Okay. Yeah, we got that. It's okay. I think Control Nav Delete was just making some dumb jokes. As is his right. Let's change the setting to the other camera. I'm just being stupid. Oh, now that I've got you here, I also want to say that I got something else, like an upgrade in my workspace, courtesy of Ctrl Mav Delete. I've got a new mouse mat. Ta-da! It's Cthulhu. And I love it. Like, every day now, I've looked at this thing and I'm like, this is so cool. So, thank you again, Ctrl Mav Delete, for giving me this. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. You already forgot. Okay. I know I should have brought it up sooner. But like I've not streamed for a while. I'm sorry. But I wanted to give it where it's due. Okay. So, you can also see that I have corrected that camera. I don't know why I keep looking at that, because you're already there. So, I've corrected this camera. So last time it was absolutely going haywire, and nothing could be done with this camera. So right now we are up here. I will take my chat with me. There we go. And we're going to, you know, light up this party. How come you can't see the lighting up of the party? This camera's frozen, holy shit! Nothing can ever just go right, you know? So just give me a second. Talk amongst yourself, just have some fun. How's the weather over there? Ah, okay, we're there. What is this? Why is this not doing what it's supposed to do? Ah, now it shuts down. Awesome. You see, if nothing, I've been very professional with this whole streaming thing. Like, great quality content. It's a little small, but I'm used to that. Oh boy. Camera heeft misschien ook wel last van de warmte. Yes, absolutely. It's probably also sweating its balls off. Come on. This is not doing anything. A cold drink would be nice, please. Okay, you know what? I have this. So let's be happy that I already have that cam. I'm just going to put it on the same place the other one is. It is a bit small, I know, but we're going to fix that. You see behind the movie magic here, people. I could normally flip that. Can I flip that? Figure video. Camera control? No. Okay. Okay, why is it gone now? Ah. Look, now it's gone again. What the fuck's up with this thing? Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Cheers. It's so warm here. Ah. Like, it knows which... It knows what product it's or what system it has to take. So I don't get why it isn't doing that. Well, at least you can see my beautiful arch. I like it. Arch up my life. Yes, I noticed. I will put this cold pack against my... Oh. Oh, this is actually really good. It's actually really good. Okay, if I put it on device default, will it actually do it? Also, what is this? Okay, so it's here. Can I just pull that open? No, because that looks horrible. Okay, let's just put it to frame size. Fit the screen. Like, I don't think it's really that clear. Is it me? You know what? I'm just gonna leave it as it is, so you can actually just see what I have. So I'm gonna go... Ah, it's mirrored. I can't... No, this is horrible. I have to flip this. There we go. This is way better. So, you have this one, which is my new priest. He's riding a horse made of sand. So, yeah. He's riding a horse made of sand. I'm actually going to brighten my image a bit more. I love this thing. So, he's going to be a way faster fighter or asset this time around, because my last priest was on foot. That gave him a bit of a disadvantage. Then I got these things. These are the Ushapti. These are basically mummified, jackal-headed, sphinx-headed, and crocodile-headed entities that use large bows. They are bigger than a man, so yeah, basically this is man-sized. So these are like giant constructs already, many times stronger than a human, and they will absolutely destroy anyone. Also, I'm going to take a quick look at another program, because I've noticed that Hippocratic Oath has said something again, and it isn't showing up on the shared chat, so something's off. Oh, that's like 93 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how much that is, but 93 degrees already sounds very greasy. I'm sorry, that's a stupid joke. Sphinx-headed, aren't we all? No, I meant the cat, like the skin cat. Well, all cats have skin, but I mean the cat that has like no hair, the hairless cat. Those are sphinxes, right? So, yeah. And yes, I know a normal sphinx has like a human face. Then, like I said, I have the scorpion swarm. So it's just all little scorpions and scarab beetles in here. And I've got a actual scorpion. But as you can see, it is also sphinx-headed because it has a human face. And like, it's armored and it's a construct more than it is an actual scorpion. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. And then of course, like these snakes, I really like how they look. They're also part construct, part actual snake. They have riders. Because I'm sure that these guys think that they can, you know, do something. And then I've got these guys. These vulture creatures are called carrion. And yeah, they are basically flying units. And I'm just curious to see what they're gonna do. I think it's gonna be really fun to harry my opponent's troops a bit and make his life a bit more miserable, let's just say. Where is the priest kept in that scorpion sculpt? Yes, indeed. The official one actually has like a priest in the back of the scorpion. Like in the scorpion, you have like a little sarcophagus. That is the one GW made. These don't have that because they basically can't completely rip off whatever Games Workshop made. Like, this is just Egyptian themed. This is not Tomb Kings. This is the Undying Dynasty. So just want to point out, I also have Green Stuff World Instant Glue, which is really good glue. Glue. I also bought some bases from them, and they make them in MDF. So they're basically wooden bases. And I really like the idea because those bases are normally just a giant bunch of plastic. And having like little wooden bases just feels just a tad better for the environment. Like I feel like the company is also a bit more aware of their carbon footprint. I noticed that with the packaging. I noticed that with the way like some things are made. Like some things that Green Stuff World makes are just way more sustainable than what, for example, GW would make. So yeah, really excited about that. It's green stuff, yes. Green stuff is basically referring to a sort of clay you can actually use to help sculpt. So, shaking my head, polluting the environment with your micro woods. The only one with micro wood is you, Ctrl+Delete. Think about that. Think about it and weep. So yeah, what we're actually going to be doing is we have the bases. Like, this is how the snake is going to be put on it. And I am just going to take this entire bag of goodies and try to make something out of the bases. I have like a little tutorial on how to do it because this would be the first time that I work with stuff like that. So I do want to follow a bit of a guide and see how things will go. You're gonna cry in a corner now. Okay, that's good. Have fun. I will see you later. Also, I really want to know, Custard Sire, could you say something in the YouTube chat, please? just so I can see if it will now register, because, like, I would hate it if Hippocratic Oath is saying stuff and I can't see it in the shared chat. Something. Well, the first one didn't go through. The second one did. That is weird. That is really weird. Got a little bag of sand. I got a jar of dirt. Okay, yeah, now it's coming through, So, thank you, Custard Sire. That was really helpful. So, I got a couple things here. I got, pigments. Now she's banned from spamming. Yeah, that's probably also true. So, I got pigments here. I've got, a ground texture, desert sand, which will, when we spread it on the base, will give us, like, the texture of sand without it just being sand. I do have a bit of sand that we can use to add to it later. I have little pieces of foam and cork we can put there down for rocks. Rocks! I also have, like, little pieces of wood we could use for rocks, I guess. Courtesy of Custard Sire, also have like a tube of rocks. Large tube of rocks. Just a tube of white rocks. I'm gonna keep saying it like that because I also have a natural earth pigment brown. Next to yellow and white, because, as we know, after brown, the next best thing that Earth looks like is yellow or white. I also got, like, tuft glue, which is basically to glue on tufts, which are these little pieces of what seems to be fungus. And I have crackle paint. Crackle paint is something special. I will actually do one base with crackle paint, just so you guys can see how that looks. I don't know if the full effect will be visible during this stream, but I will definitely show you guys on the next stream then how that looks. Okay. Where's the brain matter page? Brain matter page is gone. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue a bit of these rocks on a base. Let's pick one of these bases. And let's see how that'll work out. It's rocks, can't you see? Well, if my cutting mat would be level, that would be great. So let's just tuft them on. Some serious ass glue. Holy hell. Gonna, you know, put some dabs here and there. We're gonna spread them out. and we'll see how it turns out. Like I said, this is an experiment. First time doing this, I've already glued something to my hand. Because, of course, the moment that you're starting with glue, you have to glue something to your hand. It is inevitable. Seeing a master at work, people. You know what? That's it. That's enough rocks. Let's see if I can get more rocks on top of there and see if they would just stay there. Oh, my glue is leaking. That's not great. Perfect Tuesday evening, eating tiramisu with a shovel while watching this stream. Well, I'm glad I can provide you with some entertainment. Even if it's while shoveling tiramisu. So let's hope this dries rather quickly. Back in the bag. I'm actually gonna see if I can still do some. God damn it. It's a learning process, people. It's been a whole while since I've done it like this, so... I would say, trust me, I know what I'm doing, but I'm pretty sure that we all know that I'm lying if I said that. Could you just let go? So now I am going to maybe take like a little... Aha. I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna pour some of the sand over it. Out again. Then we already got this. Again, people, I have no clue what I'm doing. But this is already looking a bit better. So what can I put on this? Well, I would have to put something like that there, or I don't even know. Oh, maybe one of these. I can put one of these in here. That'll work. So now we're going to use this crackle paint and see if I can actually make the desired effect with it. That's a pretty big if. My wet palette. Now, what does crackle paint do? Well, as it dries, it cracks. You could say, well, duh. Yeah, but that gives it like a dried riverbed feeling. And like I said, I hope I will be able to demonstrate it, show it during this stream, actually. So we're just going to paint everywhere where there is no sand or rocks. Rocks! Of course, the rocks aren't completely glued yet. Trust the process. Yeah, let's trust the process. It's not the process I don't trust, it's me. At the moment, it just looks like normal brownish paint. So let's see how far we can actually get it. Some say that you don't have to, you know, lay it on too thickly. Others say, no, the thicker the better. I'm just going to, you know, try and get some different layerings going and just see what the end result will be. In an ideal world, it will basically dry and you'll see the black crackle through it. So you would dump the whole base in a can of paint. Okay. So might not be the greatest of ideas, but maybe that's not why I'm painting. Well, I'd say yes. I'm also going to lower the saturation a bit so you can actually see what's happening. So at the moment, it doesn't look like much. So they say not to lay it on too thick, but I'm sure that you still have to cover everything. Like, it's already drying. We'll just leave it. What does it say here? Once the glue has dried, yeah, we haven't done that, so just cover it with the crackle paint. Once the crackle paint is dry, the cracks will be more or less large depending on the thickness of the layer applied. So we'll see what we'll get with it. So Sounds like you put this paint over other paint. Yeah, most of the time you put them over a darker color, so it actually like crackles through. So we'll just put this on the side and see what'll happen. I don't know what'll happen. But in the meantime, we are going to just continue on and work with this sand stuff. Where's the sand stuff? Here. So desert sand is a sort of... I don't even know. I'll have to look as well. So it is a sort of empty jar. No. I have to like put this on the whole thing. Like they say you can actually do it with like a spoon or a brush. So I will probably use a brush, but one of the not so great brushes I have. First of all, I'm gonna shake it because like everything, shake it. Ah, this looks way better. You can actually already see, like, it looks like hummus. So, I can just, like, put that on here, and it's kind of creamy. So, I can actually, like, sculpt with it a bit while I apply it to make it give more of a wavy feel. Like it's a sand dune. Try to apply it not too regularly. Just dap it on there. It's now pretty white. But we'll work with pigments later to actually yellow it up a bit. So also here it's, you know, a question of, you know, waiting till it's dry. So like one person said when he entered the chat here, is like, this is like watching paint dry. And I'm like, exactly, that's what a painting stream is most of the time. So yeah, it's a bit of a... I don't know if you can actually see it, like I plastered it a bit. You can't see shit. I'm so sorry. But let's just see how it turns out. I'm going to wash this out already. If I were you, every time I'd win a battle, I would say, my June. Okay. My June. Not gonna lie, this looks pretty tasty, to be honest. It looks like something you would put on a sandwich. Like... tasty drink. Yeah, now it's just a question of waiting for it to dry. I'm just gonna take a quick look at what else we need to do. So, prepare the base by simulating large rocks and stones. We haven't done that with this one because I just wanted to see what the effect was. for that. I can still add rocks and pieces of it. Rocks! Cover the rest of the surface with a spatula or brush and desert sand texture and wait for it to dry. That's what we've done. Apply different color pigments in powder form in the area where we consider necessary. So we'll have to consider where necessary. So yeah, I'll just wait out. I do think that with the crackle paint, I've already made a mistake. So they say we prepare a base to simulate the margins of a dry lake. Okay, sure. So they had a pretty large base where they put stuff in there like I did. We added tree bark to simulate rocks and applied a coat of tuft glue to the entire lake bed, which was left to dry. Did I have to put dried glue underneath that paint crackle? I mean, if it's dried glue, that doesn't matter, right? Once the glue has dried, we cover the whole base except for the rocks with crackle paint. So yeah, it should just be the crackle paint. And then you can actually see like the effect that it has. So so this is the first part, and when it dries, it actually starts to crack like that, and you get like a pattern like this. So, and then you can put like pigments on it, make it look better. Maybe it's just for texture. Yeah, it could very well be. I ain't cracking under pressure. Also, I wonder how long this takes to dry, because holy shit. Not dry yet. It's not dry yet. I was actually thinking, like, I have this this horse made of sand. If I put it on a base, that I would do this entire thing over the entire sand of the horse as well. Just to incorporate the base into the sculpt. So that would, like, really be cool, I think. Like, if everything had the sand coming from the staff and the horse would just be the same as what I cover the base with. It's also yeah, plastic crack. Just gonna put that there. How have you guys been? You having fun? Are we doing good? Everyone happy? Yes, yes, yes. Oh. Yes, 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 yes. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. But like here at the edge, it already starts to crackle. Again, I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't, because fuck this camera, I guess. Oh, God damn it. No, you can't. Nah, I'm sorry. Just too bad. There is a bit of crackle. They made blurry paint. Hey there, Bluky. Welcome back. Or welcome in. How are you doing? And I can see that Bluky is again not on the shared chat, which is problematic. Oh, and now you're there. Okay, great. You're doing well. That's good to hear. You've just come in at the worst time, probably, because we're just waiting for paint to dry to actually see what is happening with the paint. I have used two types of base paints. So, paints used for basing. First of all, the above one is ground texture desert sand. So we're emulating desert sand and dunes. And the other one is crackle paint, which is paint which, when it dries, turns into the idea of a Mojave mud crack, like a riverbed that dried up and you have like this cracking effect. So we're using both of these things. But, you know, takes a while to dry. But like I said, here I can already see like little cracks appearing. Little cracks. Here also. So we're waiting it out. You are definitely happy. You're preparing yourself for a day of going with the biking holiday. Nice. Is that tomorrow that you're, you know, guiding them, or are you still waiting, or is it still other couple days? Is it this weekend? I bought more AdMech. You can never have enough AdMech. And got one of the last 2 August limited edition coins from the nearest Warhammer shop to me. That is really cool, though. Happy for you. Yep, just tomorrow. Okay, nice. Let me know how it went. Definitely looking forward, curious to see how it goes with the biking. Oh, it was crackling nail polish. Once upon a time, crackling nail polish was a thing, was the hype. Didn't even know that crackling nail polish was a thing. I assume that the same kind of technology, well, technology, quote unquote, goes into this kind of crackling paint and crackling nail polish. Blookie, what kind of AdMech did you buy? Just what models do you have, and what are you planning to do with it? You are in the pursuit wagon. You're not cycling yourself. Okay, but still, you know, being the dépannage, it's very important. You bought more Skitarii because I will finish one box with Rangers and the new one with the Vanguard. That's cool. Like, if you can, you're always welcome to share some images. Like, I'm always looking forward to seeing other people's creations. Even if they're works in progress, even if they're like, even if you're not sure about the quality of your painting, like, just share it. It's always cool. Absolutely, and I bring lunch, so that's a very important role. Yes, absolutely. If you're the person with the drinks and the food, then you are invaluable. Invaluable means valuable? Yes. So far, this hasn't convinced me yet. Okay, you know, this is still pretty wet. But the thing is, and that is something that I've encountered in previous years as well, when it's this hot and there is so much moisture in the air, I notice that my paints will dry for shit. They won't dry the entire stream. Like, no matter what I do, it just won't dry, and that is a bit of a problem. Hey Spookblook, and welcome to Twitch. Thank you for being here. I'm also not very patient. Yes, that is also true. I'm eating strawberries like Denethor eats tomatoes. The joys of being single. I don't know. You can eat strawberries like Denethor eats tomatoes even when you're in a relationship. I mean, depends if your partner is also a fan of Lord of the Rings. If they're not, well, results may vary. And yes, it is true, I am not patient, but still. I'm just gonna keep looking at it. I'm gonna keep looking at it, and I'll hope that'll convince it to dry faster. Also, if there are people here who like my audiobooks, chances are, it's a maybe, but chances are that I might not be able to publish an audiobook this weekend. I'm just putting that out there because I have a couple of chores I still need doing, and after a while, I will, after Thursday, I will actually have like a meeting with friends. Then on Friday, I have a meeting with friends. Then on Saturday, I have the wedding of my brother. And then on Sunday, well, normally the audiobook will be released. But since I have a lot of social, interactions that I have to go through this week, it could very well be that I'm not ready with the recording, just so you know. I will eat ice cream like Denethor eats tomatoes. Ugh. By the way, the other AdMech I bought are Sicarians. Those are really cool. I like those. Actually, all the AdMech units are pretty cool, I find. Like, they are really cool designs. They really nailed it with those. Plan in recharging of the batteries as well, brother. Yeah, sure, whatever. I can sleep when I'm dead, I guess. Yeah, it kind of snuck up on me. The whole, oh, my entire weekend is completely filled. So yeah. It's also kind of why I streamed today. First of all, because I wanted to put together this nice arch. Still really happy with it. And because I just don't have the... in which channel can I show my figures? That's a very good question. I only recently started AdMech, by the way. That's all okay. Custard Sire, can you like give Spookblook a link to the Discord, please? Oh, Spooky Blooky is already in there. Great, I'm sorry. Well, there is a channel under Miniatures and Pixels that says Sharing Art. You can just put that there. If you can see it, of course. If you can't. Look, Spookblook. I'm not actively watching my Discord when I'm streaming, so I didn't see you actually joined. There, I waved to say hi. At Spooky Blooky, here. Could be that you don't have your... Oh yeah, you've said it. That's some nice crackle paint. God damn it. Comes into the Discord and immediately upstages me. Nice. That's how crackle paint's supposed to look. And what do I have? Nothing. I don't even know if you used crackle paint for that. But it looks good. It looks like, you know, a terrain of Mars. It's resin, don't worry. Oh, okay. Saved my reputation. I do start seeing like more crackles in the paint here, so we might be getting there. Oh, and this is hardening. That's what she said. So yeah, we're getting somewhere, people. Maybe in another hour or two, we can actually continue with this. Now, I do hope that we can actually do something more with this while we're still here, of course. I'm just gonna take a quick look at what other things we can do with this stuff. Okay, so apparently I have to moisten the pigment. Gotta get it nice and moist. Moist. And now that I've lost all of you again. It's like, ugh. You put more things there. Oh, yeah, in the Discord. I'm like, where? Where did you put it? Not even looking. Those are really cool, cool bases, man. Like, really nice base colors and then some nice dry brushing on it. And your AdMag also look good, your Skitarii. I like the red. I like the red of their cloaks. Just gonna say it like it is. And the little details on their packs and all that, like the gauges and little buttons, the different colors you put there. Love it. Also, very minute detail work. Like, there's a lot of detail on the Skitarii, and you pulled it off perfectly. Love them. If you want to see what we're talking about, you can join the Discord and check out the Sharing Art channel. I also like with the different tubings that you give it different colors and all that. Black and yellow. Oh my god. Looks really good. This is a stream of a dude watching paint dry and looking at someone else's paintings. Okay, so this is the pigment. Oh, it actually is just pigment. It's like, hello, it's curry powder. Wanna make a curry with me? Can be very British about it. It's Tuesday, innit? Let's go for a curry. Oh, I'm sorry. I know there's like people from England in the chat, and I'm so sorry. Finished another box of ice cream for you, so you have boxes for stuff, honey. I do this for you. Yes. Thanks. Brain Matter Beige. Yes, it looks. You also have Belisarius Call. Yeah, that's gonna be a big one. See if that's... it's not dry yet. It's not dry yet. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think it's gonna happen today. Like, doesn't matter how much I love looking at paint dry with you guys. It's yeah, it's challenging. It's really rough. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Custard Tire's got a new tattoo. She's if you know the legend of Baba Yaga, like the witch in Slavic folklore, like living in Siberia. The witch that flies around in a mortar and kidnaps kids. She has her house. So Baba Yaga lives in a hut in the forest, and that hut has chicken legs. And that hut can walk around. And she has Baba Yaga's hut tattooed on her calf. The house on legs. Yes. Chicken legs. It's a house on chicken legs. But good news. There is some definite crackle going on. Again, you guys can't see it because this camera is not catching it. But here is a lot of crackle going on. So let's just call it a success. Even though this gets removed rather easily. Don't know why I did that, but there we go. By the way, do you think it's a good idea to add Adgrax Earthshade to the bottom of the Skitarii cloaks? For shade, I mean. Like the inside of their cloaks? Because that's pretty okay. Like if you have their cloaks and you have the inside, you can just keep Agrax Earthshade in there. And if it's not too thickly... No, the outside. Like with this one, for example. Like you see here. Like... New skeleton horde. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's... You could do that. It's perfectly fine. The thing is, though, that most of the time these cloaks will billow up, and for some reason edges always catch light. So if you make the bottom too dark, you will have to still add an edge highlight to it. So you could like do a very small shade of, or a very light shade, maybe thin it down a bit, of Agrax Earthshade to it to create a shadow, but then still make like a very distinct red edge, a highlight around the bottom. Again, for some reason, edges always catch light. Because otherwise it's just going to look dark. My ear is sweating because of my headphones. Well, who am I kidding? Everything is sweating. I hope you can actually start seeing this. Ah, yes. Shit. No. Now you can see it. Can you see it in the middle? The little crackle effect? So there is a little bit of crackling effect going on. So I do think that I will have to, like, make it a bit thicker. Because it's only where it's pretty thickly laid that it's crackling at the moment. Like, the edges doesn't do anything. So yeah. And this... Like, here it's already hard, and here it isn't, so... Yeah, this is something that I will probably have to do with a like in batches. Like I've got all these other bases here. Like just paint all of them, prep all of them, then do all the textures on them, wait till they're dry, and then do the next thing. What I do with Crackle Paint is I make a mosaic kind of Martian earth and Martian crust to add variation. Yeah. That sounds like a very good idea. This was basically like a test. I'm not gonna... It is a successful test because I know what to expect from this paint now, because again, it's the very first time that I use it. And I am kind of impressed by it. But I'll probably be way more careful with the application going further into it. I wonder if using miniature bark and painting it beige would look good. I have some bark. I can paint it beige. Want me to paint bark beige? Let's put a giant rock there. Actually, I put a giant rock there, like, if the snake's like that. I could totally do that. As like sandstone things. Yeah. Back 8 years ago, I figured out how to give large figures more texture. Want to know how? Please do. Always curious to learn more. You never know too much. Never too old to learn. Sounds ominous somehow. Eh. Now it's actually crackling real good. Like... You can actually see like especially the center is really crackled. So yeah, it does work. It's just the rest that looks like shit. Yeah, Spookblook, you have to tell us now, because you hyped us up. Oh, okay. If you add PVA glue to random parts of a large figure that is biological like a Trigon Tyranid, then sprinkle sand on them, paint it, it will look like small warts. That is really cool, actually. It is true, like... Also, there is like... Then pant over it. Just panting over it. No, if you paint over it, of course. Yeah. That is really good. Yeah, and then it gives them smaller details, and you have the feeling like indeed there is like something still happening on it. Yeah. That's actually a really good idea. I will keep it in mind. But for now, I am going to call it quits. I am going to move over here. Hello. It's really hot. How's everyone doing? Also because here I am way more in the blast zone of my fan, which is a gift from God. Whew. You can actually see it by my miserable hair. Hey. So yeah, for now, we are done with that part. Next time, like I said, I will be painting, I will off stream. Talking about hair, since Saturday I notice like curls. That is really fun. That's cool that it's coming back. You'll have to go to the hairdresser soon. So I'm probably going to experiment with the basing material off stream. See if I can find the time to do that, because like I said, it will be a very, very busy week. I don't know if I even will be able to do a recording. And my hairline looks like Vegeta's. Vegeta is royalty, so having a hairline like him is only a positive thing. So next time I will be doing the diorama of Dead Space. So I noticed that I still haven't assembled it, so it's this one. And you can put the necromorph in it. What do you mean busy week? Just a wedding and killing nits. Yeah, that's the two things I have with you, Zazen. I still have a lot of other things planned in the coming days. So then we put this on there. No, it's like this. Rare, Zazen without FBI moment. I don't even know if I still have the FBI thing. FBI, open up! He should be in here. There we go. Okay. Yes, perfect now. So yeah, the Dead Space... The Dead Space diorama will be painted next stream. And of course, you will get an update on what's happening with... Maybe in the next week, it will dry and we can actually do something with it. Hey Zazen, how are you doing? How have you been? It's been a long time since indeed you've joined the stream. Then again, it's been a while since I streamed, so... I'm just gonna wait. Oh, the ad break should be over. So, for those who weren't here because of the ad break, I have a new thingy-majig. It's called the Wheel of Whipain. It's because it's my Wheel of Pain. And it has all my works in progress on it. Well, not all of them. It has some of my work in progress on it. And we turned the wheel, and as you can see, it ended on Dead Space. So Dead Space will be the diorama that I will complete. As you can see, I have made progress on Isaac already, but the rest is still unpainted. And I should really, like, you know, get that thing going so it actually is gone after a while, excuse me. So yeah, we will be fixing this up, and that will be one of the next streams. Oh yeah, you had something about, you said something about your ancestor actually ruled Bohemia, which is really cool. To be more exact, my ancestor, the Prince of Porage, was the son of the Duke of the Duchy of Bohemia. That already sounds like a very confusing lineage, but I'm happy for you. I'm so happy that we are among royalty. Shall I make a reverence next time you enter Spooky Blook? I'm sorry, I don't want to sound patronizing. But that's really cool that you can actually track your heritage like that. It's really awesome. I think personally that's really cool. So, former, okay. My mom knew a guy who had an uncle that was related to the barber of the dog of the queen. Yeah, absolute. We got robbed after the wars. Which wars? Yes. Like, isn't the whole fall of Bohemia like the my stem is my stem my voice. Okay, it's back. Isn't the whole thing with Bohemia like the plot of Kingdom Come Deliverance? No, is it that game where you play like that peasant? You play a peasant. Like that was the whole thing with Czechia, and was that your real voice? Yeah, I'm completely faking my voice the entire time. It's horrible. Like I did a cooperation with a friend of mine a while back, and he wrote a short story and I had to narrate it. He put it in a story on Instagram, and apparently he reposted that today. So when I was actually scrolling through Instagram, suddenly I came upon that story and I suddenly heard myself and I was like, what? It didn't register. It didn't register at all that I was listening to me narrating that script for him. And I was like, this voice sounds weird. Oh, it's me. Oh, your Lady of Pain just arrived. Nice. Oh, do you have pictures? Teleport. Do you have pictures? If you have pictures, put it on the Discord, please. Share the art. I really like to see your Lady of Pain. I only know I'm related to him because my surname, by the way, because my surname belongs to his family crest. That is really cool. Then later, after Bohemia, my ancestors settled in Poland. Wasn't Poland? Okay, I am going to show my hand and clearly indicate that I do not know enough about geography. But like Bohemia, Poland, Czechia, isn't that kind of like the same area? Most of the time? Never Poland. Okay, whatever. No, it could very well, like, perfectly fine. Like I said, I don't know. So, Bohemia is Prague now. Okay. And Prague is Czechia. Czechia. That's what we say, but yeah, whatever. Put it in Discord. Nice. Let's see. Lady of Pain. Hot diggity damn. That is an amazing model. Holy shit, she looks good. Oh, you also got a mini version. It's for the small pains. That's really cool. Like, look at it. It's a really cool picture. Now, if you are in the Discord, you can actually see it in the sharing art channel, so definitely check that out. It's the Stub My Toe lady. Yeah, it's you have the Lady of Pain and the Lady of Slight Discomfort. My father-in-law was very proud to tell me all that happened in Kingdom Come and made us visit all the places IRL that still exist when we went there. Holy shit. That is really cool, though. Like... You see that shack? That's where Henry... I think his name is Henry. Fuck the wench. You killed a dog over there. That's where the Ottomans were. Is his name Henry? I don't even know. Shit, I played that game. I played the game till the end. Kingdom Come Deliverance. You play as... It never says. Henry! Yes, you do play as Henry. Nice. Hey, Capitan. How are you doing? It's the Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. By the way, when looking at my Skitari, don't mind the green kite shield on the background. I do reenactment. That's fine. We are all nerds here. Reenactment is perfectly fine. You can't see it, but I have a couple of Mandalorian helmets up there because I did Mandalorian cosplay, so... I was part of the official Mandalorian costume club, so... It's all fine. It's all great. Oh, Capitan, look! I've got an arch. I've got an arch. Spook Blook, I was a Mandalorian before the series. Actually... Because we were part of the official Disney fan clubs, the Star Wars fan clubs, when we went to Chicago, when it was the Star Wars celebration, we got to see the very first trailer of The Mandalorian with Dave Filoni and Pedro Pascal there, and it was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah. I did reenactment from a long time ago in a galaxy far away. Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, I really like the arch. Like, guys, again, I have been in the same room as Daddy Pedro. Absolutely, absolutely. We've been rather close with Daddy Pedro. The dude is very small. Like, I know I'm a very big dude, but I was kind of impressed by... I thought Pedro Pascal was bigger. It's really weird. I forgot what I was saying. So yeah. Smaller than me? No, he's about the same size as you, I think. Also, for those who were in the chat since the beginning of the stream, Capitan is the one I fought against with my Tomb Kings. He's the High Elf bastard who killed me. So he's the one I will best in the next combat, definitely with the new troops that I have. So, looking forward to that. GG, please don't encourage him. Goddamn, so that's how you talk about someone my height behind their back. Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm not talking about your back, I'm talking to you. So, you know how the Mandalorian had the artisan making his weapon? Yeah, the smith. So my friend Sam is a blacksmith and he made my spear. That is really cool. So I already have something in common with Pedro. You also have epic facial hair, so yeah. To him, we're all midgets. That is also true. Yeah, definitely. You're all beneath me. Something like that. I was thinking about something. What was I thinking about? I was thinking. I see that as an absolute win. Sure, you do you. Again, guys. So little recap. I have an affiliate. I am affiliate of Green Stuff World, so the guys who made like the basing kit that I try to use here on stream. Thanks. I'm out though. This Archlight is Green Stuff World. All the different bases that I have here. My paint shaker is Green Stuff World. I have a lot of paint stuff world there. So Green Stuff World is an amazing company. I am an affiliate with them. That means that if you ever need something, post the affiliate link in the Discord. Yeah, well, sorry. Well, the thing is that there is no single affiliate link. So I can get a link for each product separately. So if you tell me, hey, I want an Archlight like the one I have, or you don't need stretching. Ugh, I do actually need stretching. Oh, okay, yeah. The thing is, just take a look at the Green Stuff World website. If you ever need something, they have a lot of hobby material for different hobbies. Most of it is wargaming, role-playing games, stuff like that. But they also have stuff for model building, scenery, trains, model trains, little war dioramas, stuff like that. Resin prints, they also have stuff. So if you ever feel like you need something like that, you're making a big haul, just let me know what you're going to buy, and I can actually give you personalized links to all of them. So then you are supporting me, and you are also supporting them, and you get a bit of a discount as well. So, yeah. That would be great. Anyway, guys, I am going to wind down because I do have to get up in the morning rather early because I'm going to go to work with my bike, and it's 30 kilometers, and that is... Yeah, I don't need stretching. Proceeds to crack every muscle known to mankind. Yeah, I need stretching. I do need stretching, absolutely. It's after a... after a streaming session that I suddenly realized that I am completely locked up. So anyway, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for lending me your ears. Thank you for joining me while I watch paint dry. We're gonna take a quick look at how the painting goes. So, oh shit, this crackle is actually getting way better. Focus, goddammit. See, if I shade it a bit, you can actually see the crackle. So that looks pretty good. All right. And this is actually getting pretty dry. So yeah. So we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I know I'm. No, it doesn't. It's my first try. It was just to see how it looks, and this one looks pretty horrible. So now that I know how it works, I will actually make a new one that looks way better. But thanks, Capitan, for being supportive. I appreciate it. This one though, this sand dune thing actually does look pretty good, and I think I might actually try and put some sanding on it. So not sanding, pigment on it. I'm thinking of sanding because it has to look like sand, and it actually does. It actually does look like sand that's being swept up by something. So yeah. Happy with that. Guys, thank you again for being here. And now I will actually start to wind down. So I don't know when I will be back. It will probably be next week. Not on Tuesday, so it might be next week on Thursday. And I hope to see you all again then with more updates from your miniatures, with more updates from my miniatures. and of course with painting this Dead Space diorama. Perfect 5 out of 7. I can't ask for more. Thank you, Control Mav Delete. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for resubscribing, Control Mav Delete. Thank you all for being here. I don't know if do I have my activity set in here somewhere? No, I don't. So my doc for stats, Twitch activity feed, do I have it? Yeah, there it is. It's in the bottom. So, Andre Torta 2, thank you for following. Control Mav Delete, thank you for resubscribing. And Spookblook, thank you for following as well. And then I will say good night to you all. Have a good one, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Ending a stream is always awkward. Like, where do I press? What do I do? This? Yes. Bye.
Welcome to the studio where colors come alive, where miniature worlds and ancient tales thrive. Brush in hand, we paint what's been untold. Legends of the past in hue so bold. In the depths of lore, we shade the unknown. Angels and demons, old gods overthrown. With brain matter beige, our heroes shine bright. At Miniature Mythos, where dreams take flight. Exploring hidden lore, where tales ignite. Painted models, shining bright. Every color shared, every story sworn. At Miniature Mythos, where legends are born. Every figure crafted, from orcs to vampires bite. We blend the lore, let stories take flight. We wash in the weird, the wondrous, the wild. In every painted stroke where magic's compiled. Through realms unknown and mystical sights, our brush blends legends with epic fights. From shadowed myths to stars we trace. At Miniature Mythos we find our place. Exploring hidden lore where tales ignite. Painted models shining bright. Every color shared, every story sworn. At Miniature Mythos where legends are born. From candles flicker to the screen's bright hue, we glaze through the fantastical view. Every layer of paint, every tale we weave. At Miniature Mythos wonders never leave. Join the quest through realms of light and shade. In the world we craft, where dreams are laid. With lore and brushwork, our palette expands. At Miniature Mythos, where imagination stands. Exploring hidden lore, where tales ignite. Painted models, shining bright. Every color shared, every story sworn. At Miniature Mythos, where legends are born. So grab your brush, let legends unfold.